Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Today, I want to talk about something very important: how to stop waiting for motivation and start taking action. Many people know what they should do, but they cannot begin. Hours and days pass, and nothing changes. In this video, I will show you a simple but powerful idea that can help you take action, even when you do not feel like it. This is not just about success in life. It is also about learning English. Every small step you take in English, like speaking, reading, or writing, will build your confidence and skill. So stay with me, because if you learn this idea and use it every day, you will start seeing real progress. Let's get started. You know exactly what you should do, but for some reason you just cannot start. Hours pass, days go by, and the task is still there, waiting, untouched. But here is the secret. The problem is not your motivation. The real problem is your mindset, the way you think. In a few minutes, I will show you a simple change in thinking that can push you to take action, even when you do not feel like it. Because if you do not change your thinking now, you will continue to watch your potential slip away. You will miss your chance to grow, learn, and succeed. First, the power of taking action. Many people think that to succeed, they first need to feel motivated. This is not true. Success does not wait for people who are only inspired. Success comes to those who develop the habit of acting, no matter how they feel. Feeling ready is not the key. Doing something is. Here's the truth. Motivation comes after action. Motivation is not what makes you start. It is what happens after you start. Many people think they must feel ready or wait for the perfect moment or wait for inspiration to appear. But inspiration may never come, and waiting is why so many people fail. Successful people think differently. They know that taking action comes first. By doing the first step, they discover the next steps. Each small action shows new opportunities and ideas that were hidden before. For example, a young man wanted to become rich, but he waited. He studied, made plans, and prepared, but he never started. He thought he needed to feel inspired to have confidence. But the truth is, confidence comes from action. You do not need to feel confident first. Confidence grows when you do things. Thinking alone will not lead you to success. You must act. History shows many people who acted even when they were unsure. Thomas Edison did not wait to feel inspired to make the electric light bulb. He tried again and again, and each failure brought him closer to success. Henry Ford did not wait to see if making cars would be profitable. He acted and changed the world. What these men had in common was not motivation. It was their courage to act even without feeling ready. When you take action, you learn about reality. You see what works and what does not. You understand what needs to change. Each step you take reduces doubt and gives you knowledge. But if you wait for motivation, you stay in one place, trapped in overthinking and fear. And remember, learning English works the same way. You do not have to feel 100% ready to start practicing. Start speaking, reading, or writing a little every day. Every small action will build your skill, and motivation will come naturally. Acting is the key, not waiting. The hardest part of any task is always the first step. That first moment when you feel resistance and do not want to start can feel too big to handle. This happens in business, learning, or any goal you want to achieve. But the amazing thing is, once you push past that first step, things start to move, momentum begins, and it becomes easier to continue. Your mind feels more clear and your confidence grows. What seemed impossible before now starts to feel possible. Think about a salesman who is afraid to make his first phone call. He might feel frozen with fear, unsure of what to say. But if he forces himself to make that first call, something wonderful happens. The fear begins to disappear. He feels more confident, and every call after that becomes easier. He did not wait to feel motivated. He acted first, and motivation came later. This idea works for everyone. The entrepreneur who starts a business even without knowing everything, the writer who begins writing before feeling inspired, or the speaker who goes on stage even when nervous, all of them succeed not because they were ready, but because they refused to let fear or inaction stop them. The road to success is not lit by motivation. It is created by taking action, step by step. People who understand this know that waiting is the enemy of progress. You have to act, even if you do not feel ready, because motivation always follows action. Second, overcoming fear and doubt. Fear is one of the biggest enemies of progress. It stands in front of every big goal, like a dark shadow, whispering doubts into our minds. What if I fail? Am I good enough? Fear tries to make you hesitate. But here is the truth. Fear lies. Most of the things we are afraid of never actually happen. This is why learning English is exactly the same. You may feel afraid to speak, write, or make mistakes, but if you start practicing, even just a little each day, the fear will fade. Your confidence will grow, and each new step will feel easier. Acting is the key. Motivation will follow, and you will begin to enjoy learning English more and more. And even if failure happens, so what? Failing is not the end. It is just a step on the way to success. Every successful person you admire has failed many, many times. The difference between them and people who stay afraid and do nothing is simple. Successful people keep moving forward. They do not let fear control what they do. They know that progress comes from action, not from thinking too much or waiting. The first step is always the hardest, but it is also the most important. Taking that step, even when you are afraid, is what makes achievers different from dreamers. Fear becomes smaller when you move toward it. Fear grows when you wait and do nothing. But when you act, fear loses its power. Courage is not being without fear. Courage is taking action even when you are afraid. Think about the worst thing that could happen. Can you handle it? Usually the answer is yes. People are stronger than they think. Most failures can be fixed. Most mistakes can be corrected. And even if something goes very wrong, you still learn lessons that help you succeed in the future. Fear loves hesitation. The longer you wait, the stronger it becomes. This is why procrastination helps fear. Your mind makes failure look bigger and worse than it really is. But the only way to beat fear is to act immediately. Action is the cure for fear. Even small, repeated actions start to make fear smaller. Every small step forward takes away a little of fear's power. Imagine fear like a big wall. From far away, it looks scary and impossible to climb. But when you get closer, you see cracks in the wall. When you start climbing, you realize it was never as high or as strong as it seemed. Fear works the same way. It tricks you into thinking you cannot succeed. The truth is, the only thing stopping you is not acting. This is true for learning English too. You may feel afraid to speak, write, or make mistakes. But every time you try, even a little, your fear becomes smaller and your confidence grows. Step by step, your skills improve, and learning becomes easier and more fun. Action is always stronger than fear. Edwin C. Barnes was a man with a strong dream. He wanted to work with Thomas Edison very badly. Barnes had no money, no connections, and no clear way to reach his goal. He only had a vision and strong determination. He could have let fear stop him, but he did not. Instead, he took action. He got on a freight train, went to Edison's office, and confidently told Edison that he wanted to be his business partner. At first, Barnes was given a small, low-level job, but he never gave up on his dream. Years later, when the right opportunity came, he took it and became an important part of Edison's business. Barnes's story shows that fear loses power when you act bravely and decisively. So, how can you overcome fear? The answer is simple. Face it directly. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It does not exist. The only way to make fear smaller is to act. Break your big goal into smaller steps and complete them one by one. Every time you take action, fear becomes weaker. The more you confront it, the less control it has over you. Soon, what once seemed scary will feel like a normal challenge. Fear only has power if you let it stop you. The real enemy of progress is not failure, but refusing to try. The choice is yours. Will you let fear control your future, or will you take action and move forward despite it? Your answer will shape the direction of your life. Choose wisely. Choose action. Choose progress. Third, destroying procrastination. How many times have you said to yourself, "I'll start tomorrow"? How often does tomorrow turn into next week, next month, or even next year? Time passes, and before you know it, your plans remain unfinished, and your potential is wasted. The truth is, the perfect moment you are waiting for does not exist. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can take control of your life. Procrastination is like a quiet thief. It hides behind preparation, perfectionism, or waiting for ideal conditions. You tell yourself that you need more time, more knowledge, or more confidence. But the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. Even learning English works this way. If you wait for the perfect time to start speaking or writing, that time may never come. The best way to improve is to act now, even if it is just a little every day. Each small step you take will give you confidence and reduce fear. Action is stronger than waiting. Every time you delay doing something, you make the habit of doing nothing stronger. The only way to break free from this habit is to take action. Even if your action is messy or small, it is still better than doing nothing at all. One imperfect action is worth more than 100 perfect intentions. A simple way to start is the 5-minute rule. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. That's all. No pressure, no thinking too much. Once you start, you will often continue naturally. Momentum is very powerful. It can change hesitation into real progress. The hardest part of any task is the beginning, but after you push past the first resistance, everything becomes easier. Discipline is very important. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, notifications, videos, games, and other entertainment. If you do not control your environment, it will control you. Set clear deadlines for yourself. Break big tasks into smaller, easy-to-handle steps. Focus on doing a little every day instead of waiting for perfection. Small daily efforts grow over time and lead to big results. Success is not about doing something only sometimes. It is about showing up every day, even when you do not feel like it. Accountability can help a lot. Tell someone about your goals, track your progress, write things down. When you make promises to yourself and others, it is harder to give up. The difference between people who succeed and those who do not is not talent. It is the ability to take action without waiting for the right mood or perfect conditions. Time is your most valuable resource. Every moment you waste waiting for the right time is gone forever. Your future is being created right now by what you do or do not do. Will you continue to wait, Or will you take control and start today? The choice is yours. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. The only time you truly have is now. Stop waiting. Stop planning forever. Take the first step, no matter how small, no matter how imperfect, because action always beats inaction. Fourth, building self-discipline. Discipline is not about making yourself suffer. It is about training yourself to win. It is a way of thinking, a commitment to doing your best, and a strong belief that you can keep going, no matter what. Every time you take action and show up for yourself, you prove that you can trust yourself. That trust builds confidence, and confidence helps you succeed. The secret of discipline is not about being unhappy. It is about building habits that help you achieve your goals. The more you push through uncomfortable moments, the easier it becomes. The first time you do something hard, it can feel almost impossible. Your mind may tell you to stop, to go back to comfort, to be safe. But if you resist and continue, even when it is difficult, you start to change the way you think. You train your brain to accept challenges instead of running away from them. Over time, things that once seemed impossible become normal. You build mental strength, and obstacles become opportunities to grow. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, not what you feel like doing. If you rely only on motivation, your actions will depend on your emotions. Motivation comes and goes like the wind. Discipline is different. It does not depend on your mood or how excited you feel. It is a choice to take action, even when you do not want to. You do not wait until you feel ready. You do not make excuses. You just do it. When the alarm rings in the morning, you get up. When it is time to work, you work. When problems appear, you face them directly. This ability to act, even when you do not feel like it, is what separates successful people from those who stay in the same place. Success is not built on motivation. It is built on consistency. Anyone can feel motivated for a day, a week, or even a month. But what happens when the excitement disappears? What happens when the easy phase ends? That is when discipline takes over. Discipline is not about big gestures or short bursts of inspiration. It is about showing up every day, even when you do not feel like it. This is the real key to achieving your goals, improving your skills, and even learning English. Every small step you take consistently builds your confidence and brings you closer to success. Consistency is the key to all success. People who reach their dreams are not always the most talented or the smartest. They are the ones who never give up. They keep going even when progress is slow, even when they are tired, and even when no one notices. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Like any muscle, it needs practice, repetition, and effort. If you want to become disciplined, you have to train yourself every day. Start small. Wake up at the time you planned. Keep your promises to yourself. Do your work, even when you do not feel like it. These small habits add up over time. They make you trust yourself more, and when you trust yourself, your potential becomes unlimited. The best rewards in life go to people who keep working long after the first excitement is gone. Anyone can start a new project or a new habit, but few people finish it. Many give up when the journey gets hard. True discipline is about endurance. It is about continuing even when you do not feel like it, when the path is unclear, and when progress is not visible. That is when breakthroughs happen. That is when you become different from others. Self-discipline is the bridge between your goals and your achievements. It quietly carries you from where you are now to where you want to be. Without it, dreams stay dreams. With it, anything is possible. Discipline is not punishment, it is a gift. It is a way of respecting yourself and showing self-love. It is the key to reaching your full potential. This is also true for learning English. Training yourself to study English regularly, speaking, listening, reading, or writing every day, is the way to succeed. Even small daily efforts will build your skills over time. The more consistent you are, the stronger your English will become. Discipline turns learning English from a hard task into a natural habit. Fifth, using pain as fuel. Pain is a strong teacher. Pain can either break you or make you stronger, and the choice is yours. When life gives you difficulties, you have two options. You can let the pain control you, or you can rise above it and become stronger than before. Pain is a natural part of life, but growth is something you choose. How you respond to challenges decides your future. You can let problems make you sad or angry, or you can use them to improve yourself. Every successful person has faced rejection, loss, and failure. No one reaches their goals without going through tough times. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is simple. Successful people do not let pain stop them. They use it as fuel to move forward. Pain becomes their fire. It makes their mind sharper, their spirit stronger, and their results better. When others give up, they keep going. The next time something hard happens, do not stay down. Get up. Face it with new determination. Let pain make you stronger, smarter, and more determined. Growth is never easy, and that is why pain is important. It helps you change, grow, and become better than you were before. The best lessons come from hard times, not from comfort. Pain teaches you wisdom and helps you become the person you were meant to be. Discomfort is the start of transformation. When you feel pain, you are in a process of change. You have to decide, will you let pain destroy you, or will you use it to grow? Most people try to avoid pain, but wise people see it as an ally. Pain pushes you forward when nothing else can. If you learn to accept hard times, you will have an advantage over those who run from difficulty. You become strong and unshakable. This is true for learning English too. Difficulties, like making mistakes, feeling shy to speak, or not understanding something, are part of the process. When you use these challenges as motivation, your English improves faster. Pain and struggle become teachers that help you grow. You stop being afraid of mistakes, and you start seeing them as a guide to becoming better. Pain is not the end. It is the beginning of something greater. By using pain as fuel, you push yourself further than you thought possible and discover strength you did not know you had. You become unstoppable. Think of the most determined people in history. They all have one thing in common. They turned their pain into power. They faced rejection and used it to improve their skills. And you can do the same in learning English. Every mistake, every challenge, every difficult day is a step forward toward fluency and confidence. These great people experienced loss and used it to strengthen their purpose. They faced failure and used it as a step toward success. Pain became their teacher, helping them grow and become legends. You have the same power inside you. You are capable of much more than you think, but only if you are willing to face challenges. Do not run away from difficulties. Step into them. Let them shape you into something stronger and better. Every time you feel pain, remind yourself, this is where change happens. This is where I grow. This is where I become the person I am meant to be. Life will test you. It will put obstacles in your way. There will be times when pain feels too strong to handle. But remember, pain is not there to destroy you. It is there to make you stronger. It is there to help you become unbreakable. When hard times come, stand tall. Face the pain. Do not hide. Do not run away. Accept it, use it, and turn it into fuel that pushes you forward. Pain is not your enemy. It is your greatest teacher. Sixth, setting clear goals. If you do not know where you are going, you will never reach your destination. Life without goals is like sailing a boat without a compass. You drift without direction and may never arrive where you want. Goals give you purpose, direction, and something to work for. They help you stay focused in a world full of distractions. Each step you take moves you closer to the life you imagine. This is also true for learning English. If you do not set clear goals, you may practice a little every day but not see progress. Goals help you decide what to study, when to practice, and how to improve. They give your learning direction and make each effort meaningful. But just setting goals is not enough. You need to define them clearly. Vague goals like, I want to be successful or I want to be happy, are too unclear and do not help you achieve anything. Instead, make your goals specific, clear, and measurable. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want to achieve? By when? How will I know I am making progress? The more specific your goals are, the easier it is to make a plan to reach them. Once your goals are clear, break them into smaller steps. A big goal can feel scary or overwhelming, but if you divide it into small, easy steps, it becomes achievable. Every small step you take creates momentum. Over time, what seemed impossible becomes reality. The most important part of achieving goals is action. Without action, goals are just wishes, dreams that disappear over time. Take action every day, even if it is small. Small daily actions add up over time and lead to big results. The most successful people are not always the smartest or most talented. They are the ones who never give up. A goal without a plan is just a dream. To turn your goals into reality, create a roadmap. Write your goals down. Writing them strengthens your commitment and makes your plan clear. Studies show that people who write down their goals are much more likely to achieve them. After writing your goals, break them into monthly, weekly, and daily tasks. This keeps your progress steady and stops you from procrastinating. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Many people wait to start because they are afraid of failing. But success is not about being perfect. It is about keeping going. Focus on progress, not perfection. Learn from mistakes, adjust your plan, and continue moving forward. Growth happens through action, not hesitation. Accountability is also important for reaching goals. Take responsibility for your progress. Track what you do, measure your results, and be honest about what works and what does not. Self-discipline and responsibility separate people who succeed from people who only dream. If needed, find someone to keep you accountable, a mentor, a friend, or a coach who can help you stay on track. This is very important for learning English too. Set clear goals. For example, I want to learn 10 new words a day, or I want to speak for 10 minutes in English every day. Write them down, track your progress, and take action daily. Small, consistent steps will make your English much better over time. Small wins are very important. Celebrate them. Every time you finish a small task or reach a milestone, it shows that you are moving in the right direction. Recognizing your progress gives you motivation and strengthens good habits. Success is built on these small victories, not just on the final result. Goals give you direction and purpose, but only action can turn them into reality. Most people do not fail because they are not talented. They fail because they do not take consistent action. They hesitate, wait too long, or give up when things get hard. But people who keep going, who follow their plan every day, and who refuse to quit, These are the people who achieve success. So, define your goals clearly. Make a plan. Take action every day. Success is not luck. It comes from constant effort. If you never give up, stay disciplined, and keep focused, success is not just possible, it is certain. Seventh, developing an unbreakable mind. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It decides if you rise to challenges or fall under pressure. A weak mindset is like a house built on sand. It can collapse easily. A strong mindset is unshakable. It works well even when life is hard and turns problems into opportunities. Every challenge is a chance, but only if you choose to see it that way. Life will test you. It will bring failures, setbacks, and unexpected problems. A weak mindset sees these as reasons to give up, thinking success is impossible. A strong mindset sees difficulties as lessons. Failure does not break you, it teaches you. It shows you your weaknesses and helps you find better strategies. Successful people do not avoid failure. They learn from it, grow stronger, and come back ready to succeed. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you keep saying, "I can't do this," you will likely fail. But if you believe in yourself and your ability to overcome challenges, you unlock hidden strength and resilience. Your mind is powerful. It guides your actions and results. Everything starts with what you believe. A growth mindset is the secret of people who succeed. It sees potential in every situation. It does not think abilities are fixed. Instead, it believes that skills can improve with effort and learning. People with this mindset are always improving, always growing, and never satisfied with staying the same. They welcome challenges because they know struggle makes them stronger. Every difficulty becomes a tool to transform themselves. Learning English works the same way. When you make mistakes, face hard grammar, or struggle to speak, do not feel discouraged. Use these challenges as lessons. Every small effort in speaking, reading, writing, or listening improves your skills and builds your confidence. Your mind shapes your learning. Believe you can improve, and your English will grow faster than you expect. Strengthening your mindset means feeding it with the right thoughts. Just like a strong body needs healthy food, a strong mind needs positive influences. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, books that inspire you, and messages that motivate you. At the same time, remove negativity from your life. The people you spend time with, the content you watch or read, and the words you tell yourself all affect your mind. If you allow toxic or negative influences, they will weaken your mindset and reduce your potential. Success is not only about skills or talent. Many people with great abilities fail because they do not have the right mindset to keep going. True success comes to those who never give up. The person who keeps trying despite obstacles, who gets back up after every failure, and who keeps moving forward, this is the person who eventually wins. It is not about being the smartest or the most talented. It is about refusing to quit. When you develop a mindset that never surrenders, nothing can stop you. Challenges will appear, but they will not defeat you. Failures will happen, but they will not define you. Doubts may come, but they will not control you. You have built mental strength, and with it, you can overcome anything. Mindset is everything. Train it, protect it, and strengthen it, and you will see your life change in ways you never imagined. 8. Surrounding yourself with winners. You become like the people you spend most of your time with. This is a simple truth. The people around you influence your growth, success, and well-being. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to improve, and you will naturally grow. Humans are social creatures. We are strongly influenced by the energy attitudes, and behavior of those near us. If you spend time with people who inspire you, challenge you, and hold you accountable, you will begin to adopt their positive traits. These people push you beyond your comfort zone, make you face your limits, and help you overcome them. They expect more from you than you expect from yourself, and this motivates you to rise to the challenge. This is very important for learning English too. Surround yourself with people who speak English well, who encourage you to practice, or who learn with you. Being around motivated learners will push you to study more, speak more, and improve faster. The right environment makes learning easier and more enjoyable. Excellence should become your standard, not just an option. At the same time, negativity, drama, and excuses are also contagious. If you spend time with people who constantly complain, blame others, or avoid responsibility, you may start to adopt their habits without noticing. Excuses can feel normal. Settling for mediocrity can feel acceptable. Slowly, you may start justifying doing nothing instead of trying to grow. This negativity holds you back and stops you from reaching your full potential. Your environment reflects your future. The people you meet and spend time with every day either help you progress or stop your growth. If you are with people who take action, solve problems, and keep going despite obstacles, you will start to adopt these traits yourself. Their energy, discipline, and mindset will influence you. Watching their commitment to success strengthens your belief that you can also achieve great things. Energy spreads. Every conversation and shared experience affects your mind. That is why choosing the right people is very important. If you want to improve your life, first improve your circle of friends and contacts. Look for people who share your values and goals. At the same time, distance yourself from people who drain your energy, limit you, or keep you in old negative patterns. One of the best ways to grow quickly is to find a mentor. A mentor is someone who has already achieved what you want to achieve. They have the experience, knowledge, and wisdom that can save you years of mistakes. A good mentor challenges your thinking, helps you dream bigger, and gives you the tools you need to reach your goals. A mentor also helps you stay accountable and take action. Beyond mentorship, build relationships with people who challenge you to work harder and grow stronger. These people push you when you want to give up, remind you of your goals when you lose focus, and celebrate with you when you succeed. They are like a driving force for your growth. They notice when you make excuses, encourage you when you hesitate, and support you when you struggle. Your success depends a lot on the company you keep. If your friends and colleagues are motivated, disciplined, and goal-oriented, you will naturally rise to their level. But if you spend time with negative, lazy, or average people, your growth will slow down. That is why it is important to check your relationships and make sure the people around you help you become better. This is also very important for learning English. Surround yourself with people who speak English well, practice regularly, or encourage you to study. Their energy and habits will influence you. You will start practicing more, speaking more, and improving faster. The right environment makes learning easier and more fun. Identify the people who add value to your life and those who take energy away from you. Be strict about removing toxic or negative influences and focus on building meaningful relationships. Life is too short to be held back by people who do not want to grow. Your potential is unlimited, but you must put yourself in an environment that helps you grow. Choose your friends and close contacts carefully because they create the foundation for your future. When you improve the people around you, you improve your own life. 9. Mastering time management. Time is your most valuable resource. Every second that passes is gone forever. Many people waste time on distractions or tasks that do not matter, not realizing how valuable each moment is. If you want to succeed, you must take control of your time. Most people say, I do not have enough time. But the truth is, they do not manage it well. Time is equal for everyone. Every person has 24 hours in a day. The difference between people who succeed and those who fail is how they use their time. The most successful people in the world do not have more hours than you. They simply use the time they have better. The first step to managing your time is awareness. Track your daily activities and see where your time goes. You may be surprised how much time is lost on small tasks, unnecessary meetings, or distractions. Finding these time thieves is the key to taking back your day. Once you know where your time is going, remove anything that does not help your goals. Learn to say no to tasks or commitments that waste your energy and do not move you forward. Many people fill their day with activities that serve others instead of themselves. Stop reacting to your schedule and start planning it. A well-organized schedule is a powerful tool. Instead of waking up and hoping to be productive, start each morning with a clear plan. Decide your priorities the night before so you wake up knowing exactly what to do. Break big goals into smaller daily tasks. This keeps you moving forward every day and prevents feeling overwhelmed. Success is not about being perfect. It is about persistence and discipline. Excuses destroy productivity. There will always be reasons to delay or avoid work, but excuses do not help you reach your goals. If something is important, make time for it. If it is not important, remove it from your schedule. This principle is also important for learning English. Set a daily routine to practice reading, writing, listening, or speaking. Even small daily steps, like 15 to 20 minutes a day, will make a big difference over time. Using your time wisely accelerates your progress and makes learning more effective. Every minute you waste is a minute stolen from your future. Time is very valuable, and once it is gone, you cannot get it back. The most successful people do not wait for the perfect moment to start. They make the perfect moment by using their time well. Technology is very useful, but it can also distract you a lot. Social media, constant notifications, and scrolling the internet can take hours without you even noticing. If you get distracted often, you should set limits. Reduce your screen time, turn off unnecessary notifications, and plan periods for focused work where nothing distracts you. Protecting your time from distractions is one of the most important habits for success. Discipline connects where you are now with where you want to be. You must follow your schedule and be responsible for yourself. Set deadlines for your tasks and, most importantly, follow them. Time is not only about being busy, it is about having a purpose. Every moment you spend working on your goals brings you closer to the life you want. When you control your time, you control your life. Being productive does not mean working harder. It means working smarter. Focus on what is important and spend your time on these things. The difference between people who succeed and people who do not is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It is how they use their time. This idea is very important for learning English too. Every minute you spend practicing, reading, writing, listening, or speaking brings you closer to fluency. Small daily steps add up over time, and using your time wisely will help you learn faster and more effectively. Stop making excuses. Stop wasting time on things that do not matter. Plan your day, focus on your goals, and act with purpose. The clock is always moving. Make every second count. Your future depends on what you do today. Use your time well. Plan your tasks, set deadlines, and stick to them. Work smart, focus on what matters, and take control of your time. This habit will help you not only achieve your goals, but also learn English faster and more successfully. Your future depends on what you do with your time today. Stop making excuses. Stop wasting valuable minutes on things that do not matter. Prioritize, plan, and act carefully. Time is always moving. Make every second count. Embracing failure as feedback. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is an important part of the journey to achieve your goals. The most successful people in history have failed more times than most people even try. Their strength, persistence, and ability to learn from failure are what make them different. Every failure has a lesson. It is an opportunity to grow and to improve your methods. Many people think failure is the end, but really, failure is just feedback. It shows what does not work, so you can find what does work. The only real failure is giving up before learning from mistakes. People often fear failure because they worry about what others will think. Society usually celebrates success stories and ignores the failures behind them. This makes failure seem unusual or bad, but it is natural. Every great inventor, entrepreneur, artist, and leader has faced setbacks. The difference is how they respond. They learn, adjust, and keep going. Instead of seeing failure as something bad, we should see it as proof that we are trying. Every mistake shows that we are learning and taking risks. Every setback is a chance to come back stronger. The ability to recover from failure makes you more resilient, and resilience is essential for long-term success. When we accept and embrace failure, we become stronger, more flexible, and better prepared for challenges. Growth happens in discomfort. Success is not about avoiding mistakes, but about learning from them. The more we fail, the more we grow. This idea is very important for learning English too. Mistakes are normal. Every time you make a mistake in speaking, writing, or listening, you learn something new. Each error is a step closer to fluency. Do not fear mistakes. Use them as a guide to improve. Failure is not the end. It is part of your path to success. Every mistake teaches us something important about our skills, our plans, and even our mindset. When we improve our approach after each failure, we increase our chances of success. The key is to change how we see failure. If we understand that failure is part of progress, it will not stop us. Instead of being afraid of mistakes, we can use them as motivation. The faster we fail, the faster we learn, and the faster we succeed. Progress needs persistence, and persistence needs the courage to fail without giving up. History is full of people who turned failure into success. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he invented the light bulb. He said he had not failed. He just found thousands of ways that did not work. If the most successful people have failed many times, why should we fear it? Fear of failure stops many people from even trying. But those who use failure as a stepping stone can achieve great things. Success is not a straight line. It has ups and downs, setbacks, and breakthroughs. What matters most is how we respond. Do we run away from failure, or do we learn and move forward? Success is not about never failing. It is about never quitting. Those who achieve great things are not always the most talented or lucky. They are the ones who refuse to let failure defeat them. They see failure as a teacher, a necessary part of the process. Keep pushing forward. Refine your approach. Use failure as feedback. Every mistake brings you closer to success. It makes you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The only real failure is giving up. Everything else is progress. The moment of decision. Right now you have a choice. You can keep waiting, hesitating, and making excuses. Or you can decide that today is the day everything changes. Today is the day you stop talking and start doing. No more waiting, no more excuses, just action. Success does not come from wishing, hoping, or dreaming. It comes from doing. Dreams stay dreams unless you take action. Many people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or a sign to start. But waiting will not give results. The only way forward is to take the first step, no matter how small. Decide today that you are done waiting, done doubting yourself, done holding back. There will never be a perfect moment. Conditions will never be 100% ideal. Those who succeed are not the ones who wait for perfection. They are the ones who act anyway. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Remember, success is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It is about taking action, even when you are afraid or unsure. Every small step you take brings you closer to your goals. If you want to improve your English, take action every day. Speak, write, listen, and read a little bit every day. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Each mistake brings you closer to speaking English fluently. The choice is yours. Will you wait or will you start today? Your future depends on what you do now. Take that first step. Keep going. Never give up. Remember, progress comes from action, not perfection. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep believing in yourself. See you in the next episode. Stay motivated, stay disciplined, and stay unstoppable. Hello, my friends. I'm really happy you're here today. This podcast is all about motivation, growth, and becoming the best version of yourself. And of course, it's about learning English. Every word you hear here is not only meant to inspire you, but also to help you improve your English step by step. Learning English is one of the best decisions you can make for your future. It's the language of opportunities, travel, success, and global connection. When you understand English, the whole world becomes open to you. New ideas, new people, and new experiences. So, as you listen to this podcast, remember, every minute you spend learning is a step closer to your dreams. Today's episode will remind you that everything you need to be great is already inside you. You already have the power, the strength, and the potential. The only thing that can stop you is doubt, but we're not going to let that happen. So sit back, relax, and let these words motivate you to believe in yourself, to keep learning, and to take action. In English and in life. Now let's begin. What if I told you that everything you need to be great is already inside you? You don't need to wait for some special moment, person, or opportunity. The truth is, the only thing standing between you and your success is the way you see yourself. If you believe you can do something, the world will start believing it too. Your mindset shapes your reality. So, start acting like you already are the best version of yourself. Walk into every room with confidence, as if you truly belong there. Speak as someone who already knows they are capable of achieving great things. You don't have to be perfect or know everything. Nobody does. What really matters is your refusal to let doubt stop you. When you train your mind to think, I can do this, you start to attract opportunities that match that belief. Remember, success isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's not something that only special people get. Success belongs to those who decide they deserve it and who are ready to work for it. Now let's talk about desire, the real beginning of every great achievement. Every successful person started with a burning desire, not just a simple wish or a short dream that fades after a week. Real desire is strong, it's powerful, and it keeps you moving even when things get difficult. The people who succeed in life don't just want success, they need it. That strong desire becomes their energy, helping them move through every obstacle, mistake, and failure. Think about the great inventors and thinkers from history. They weren't just lucky, they were determined. For example, Thomas Edison failed more than 1,000 times before he finally created the light bulb. But he never gave up. He didn't just hope to succeed, he was obsessed with his goal. He saw success as something that had to happen, no matter how long it took. Now ask yourself, what do you truly want? Not what society tells you to want, not what seems easy or safe, but what really makes you feel alive. What goal keeps you awake at night because you can't stop thinking about it? What dream would you chase even if you failed 100 times? That deep passion is your burning desire. It's the fire that will push you forward when life gets hard. Once you know what you truly want, write it down. Don't just keep it in your head, put it on paper. When you write down your goals, you turn your thoughts into something real. Studies show that people who write down their goals are much more likely to achieve them. Why? Because it turns a dream into a clear, visible target. Writing it down means making a commitment to yourself. Then, see that goal in your mind every single day. Visualization is a very powerful tool that many successful people use. Athletes, business leaders, and creators. They imagine themselves winning before it happens. This mental practice helps them stay focused, confident, and ready. Learning English works the same way. If you can see yourself speaking English fluently, expressing your ideas clearly, and connecting with people around the world, then you're already on your way there. English opens doors to new opportunities, jobs, and friendships. It's not just a language, it's a bridge to your dreams. Keep your vision strong, believe in yourself, act like the person you want to become, because deep down, that person is already within you. If you can truly imagine yourself reaching your goal, if you can see it in your mind and feel it in your heart as if it has already happened, you start something powerful. You create a strong energy that pushes you forward. Your brain begins to work toward that dream, step by step, even when you're not fully aware of it. But remember, imagination alone is not enough. Dreaming is just the beginning. You must also take action. Many people have big dreams, but they wait for the perfect moment to begin. They want everything to feel safe and easy before they start. The truth is, there is no perfect moment. There will always be doubts, fears, and obstacles. Those who succeed are not the ones who wait. They are the ones who move. They take risks, they try, fail, and try again. They walk into the unknown with belief and courage. Real success is not about luck or talent. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel ready. It's about working hard when nobody is watching and refusing to quit when it gets difficult. And here's something beautiful. When you finally decide that your success is non-negotiable, when you stop making excuses, the world starts to change around you. You begin to meet the right people. Opportunities start to appear. It almost feels like the universe is helping you move in the right direction because your mind and your heart are fully focused on your goal. So don't wait anymore. Don't say, maybe later. Take that dream and turn it into something real. Write it down, visualize it, feel it, then take massive action. Winners in life don't just wish for success, they chase it until they make it happen. Now, let's talk about something even more important: faith. Faith means believing in yourself when no one else does. It means trusting that you will reach your goal, even if the path looks dark. There's a saying, what the mind can believe, it can achieve. And that's true. Success begins in your thoughts. You can work hard, but without belief, your strength will fade. Faith gives power to your effort. It's the invisible force that keeps you moving when everyone else gives up. When you fail, faith whispers, try again. When others say, it's impossible, faith says, watch me. Faith is not something that happens once. It's a decision you make every day. You must wake up and choose to believe in yourself again and again, even when things go wrong. It's easy to feel confident when everything is good, but real faith shows its power when life feels difficult. That's when you must stand strong and remind yourself why you started and why you can't stop now. Remember, every time you listen to this podcast, you are training both your mind and your English. You're improving not just your vocabulary, but your mindset. You're learning how to think in English, the language of success, progress, and opportunity. Keep going, because every new word brings you closer to the life you dream about. Every morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am capable. I am worthy. I will succeed. These are not just empty words. They are powerful messages to your mind. When you repeat them with confidence, you start to believe them. And when you truly believe in yourself, the world begins to change around you. The greatest people in history understood this truth. Henry Ford, for example, didn't create the automobile empire because he was rich or lucky. He succeeded because he had unshakable faith in his idea. Everyone around him doubted him, but he kept going. Oprah Winfrey faced rejection, poverty, and pain, but she refused to believe in failure. She told herself that she was meant for more, and she was right. These people didn't let others decide their value. Instead, they created their own worth and showed the world who they truly were. That's the secret. Your belief shapes your reality. Your mind is like a powerful engine. It can take you far toward success, or it can pull you down into doubt and fear. What you think every day becomes your life. If you keep saying, I can't do this, you'll start to act in ways that make it true. But if you say, I will succeed, you begin to make choices that lead to success. Your brain starts looking for ways to win instead of reasons to quit. This is not just positive thinking or blind hope. It's about aligning your thoughts, your actions, and your energy with your goals. When your mind and your effort move in the same direction, success becomes not a question of if, but when. When you train your mind to expect good things, life begins to open doors for you. Where others see only problems, you start to see solutions. Where others stop, you move forward. Opportunities that were invisible before suddenly appear. But remember, belief alone is not enough. You can't just sit and wait. You must act boldly. You must take steps toward your dream, even when the results aren't visible yet. The road to success is never easy. It's full of challenges, mistakes, and rejection. But the people who keep walking, step by step, with strong belief in themselves, are the ones who finally reach their destination. And while you build this mindset, remember one more thing. Learning English is also part of your journey to success. Each new word you learn, each sentence you understand, builds your confidence. English opens the door to new knowledge, people, and opportunities. So, just like success, mastering English requires faith and persistence. Keep learning, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Because if you can believe, you can achieve. When you think about your dreams, ask yourself an honest question. What would you do if you already knew that success was guaranteed? Would you walk taller, speak with more confidence, and face challenges with courage? Most people wait for success before they start acting like winners. But the truth is the opposite. You must act like a winner first, and success will follow. Start behaving as if your dreams are already real. Talk with confidence, take action with purpose, and move through life with the calm energy of someone who knows they will make it. When you think, speak, and act this way every day, something powerful happens. Your belief begins to shape your reality. The most successful people in the world don't wait for others to approve of them. They don't need someone to say, "You're good enough." They create their own confidence. They show the world who they are, and the world learns to believe in them. Here's a simple truth. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself first. No one will invest in your dream if you hesitate to invest your time and energy in it. If you doubt yourself, the world will mirror that doubt. But if you walk with confidence, if you act as though success is your natural state, you begin to attract the right people, opportunities, and ideas, almost like a magnet. In the end, success is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's not about luck or privilege, it's about mindset. The people who achieve their dreams are not always the smartest or the richest. They are the ones who dare to believe in themselves even when no one else does. So every morning, make a choice. Believe in yourself. Act as if you are already successful. Walk into each day with purpose. Speak with conviction, and hold your head high. Soon reality will catch up with your belief, and the world will see you as the winner you've already become inside. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful mental tools of all. Autosuggestion, or the art of training your mind for success. Think of your mind as a computer. It runs programs that you install through your daily thoughts and beliefs. If you constantly fill your mind with fear, doubt, and negativity, you'll start seeing problems everywhere. You'll unconsciously make choices that lead to failure. But if you consciously feed your mind with confidence, hope, and ambition, your life will begin to change. You will start seeing possibilities instead of limitations. You will begin to act with energy, focus, and determination. The greatest minds in history, people like John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, and Henry Ford, understood this. Every great invention, every business empire, every success story began as a thought. Someone believed in an idea so deeply that it eventually became real. Your job is to train your mind the same way. Every morning before your day begins, look in the mirror and say with strength, "I am strong. I am capable. I am the best version of myself. I am learning, growing, and improving every day." These words may seem simple, but they have incredible power. They shape how you think and act. They reprogram your brain to expect success instead of fearing failure. And here's a secret. Learning English works the same way. When you tell yourself, "I can learn English," your brain starts believing it. You begin noticing progress faster. You start to feel proud of your achievements, no matter how small. Step by step, your confidence grows, and with it, your ability to express yourself clearly and naturally. Remember, your thoughts create your world. So, speak positively, act confidently, and think like a champion. Because the moment you start believing in your success, life begins to believe in you too. Unstoppable. I am destined for greatness. At first, your mind may resist. Years of negative conditioning may whisper, "What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough?" Ignore it. Those thoughts are remnants of a past you are leaving behind. Keep repeating your affirmations and reinforcing your belief, because over time, your mind will accept these statements as facts. And when your mind believes it, your actions will follow. Your thoughts dictate your emotions, and your emotions drive your actions. If you believe you're unstoppable, you will carry yourself with confidence. If you believe success is inevitable, you will persist through obstacles. If you believe you are destined for greatness, you will attract opportunities that others miss. But belief alone is not enough. You must act in alignment with that belief. A champion doesn't just say they are great, they train, practice, and refine their skills every single day. A successful entrepreneur doesn't just think about wealth, they take calculated risks, innovate, and outwork their competition. So ask yourself, what would the best version of you do today? How would the most successful version of you think, act, and carry themselves? Start living that way now, not tomorrow, not when things feel right, now. Repetition is the key. The more you affirm, visualize, and act in alignment with success, the more natural it becomes. It stops being a practice and becomes your identity. And once success becomes your identity, nothing can stop you. The world will try to shape you. Society will try to impose limits on you. But remember, you control your thoughts, and you control your reality. The most powerful weapon you have is your mind. Train it, program it, and unleash its full potential. Wake up every day and declare it. I am the best. I am unstoppable. I am destined for greatness. Unstoppable. Once you truly believe in yourself and your abilities, the world will start to believe in you too. Confidence grows when you act like you are already strong, and people notice it. But belief alone is not enough for real success. You also need specialized knowledge. Knowing a little about many things is not enough today. The people who succeed the most, who become rich, famous, or highly respected, are those who master one specific skill or area. They focus on becoming the best in one field, not just someone who knows a little about everything. Hard work is important, but it is not enough on its own. Many people work very hard every day, but they still feel stuck. They do not move forward because they do not have the deep knowledge that sets them apart. The difference between ordinary people and the extraordinary is mastery. The best in the world are not only those who try hard, but those who carefully learn, practice, and perfect their skills until they become experts. They have an advantage that others do not have. So ask yourself, what skill, knowledge, or expertise do I need to master to stand out? This is the key question that separates winners from everyone else. If you want to reach the top in your field, you need to know something that most people do not know. You need to understand your craft deeply, with details that make you unique and impossible to replace. Mastery is not easy. It requires a relentless commitment to learning. You need to study every day, read books that expand your thinking, and learn from the best in your field. Find mentors who are already successful. Watch how they work, analyze their strategies, and apply their lessons to your own life. Do not stay on the surface of knowledge. Go deep. Learn the small details, the rules, the patterns. Master your area completely. Today, information is everywhere. You can find anything online, in books, or through videos, but just consuming information is not enough. You must act on it. You must practice, apply your knowledge, and keep improving. This is how ordinary people become extraordinary. And remember, learning English is part of this process. Reading, writing, and listening in English can give you access to ideas, books, and knowledge from around the world, helping you reach mastery faster. Knowledge without action is useless. You can read many books, attend seminars, watch videos, and listen to podcasts. But if you do not use what you learn, it will not help you. Learning is only powerful when you apply it in real life. True specialized knowledge becomes valuable when you take it out of theory and test it in the real world. You need to try, experiment, make mistakes, fail, and then adjust. Every failure teaches you something important. You refine your skills, improve your understanding, and keep moving forward. Step by step, your knowledge will turn into skill, and your skill will grow into mastery. Mastery is when you are not just good, but excellent at what you do. At this level, your value increases greatly. Companies, clients, and customers want specialists who can solve problems better than anyone else. They do not look for general knowledge. The more expert you are, the more opportunities come to you. The more precise and skilled you become, the more people need your help. But remember, mastery is never finished. It is always moving. The world changes, industries evolve, and new knowledge appears all the time. If you stop learning, you start falling behind. The best people in the world never stop improving. They keep studying, practicing, and learning. So start now. Choose a skill, a field, or an industry that matches your dreams. Dive deep into learning. Study everything you can, read books, watch experts, find mentors, and most importantly, practice what you learn. Your actions will separate you from others. General knowledge makes people average. Specialized knowledge makes people powerful. Be the one who knows what others do not. Be the one who practices more than anyone else. Be the one who masters what others only try. When you do this, the world will reward your dedication. Another important secret to success is decision-making. Success belongs to those who decide. A study of thousands of people who failed in life showed one important reason: hesitation. Many people fail not because they are not capable, but because they cannot make decisions. They hesitate, they overthink, they wait for the perfect moment, and in the meantime, opportunities disappear. Indecision is a silent enemy of success. It stops people from taking action and keeps them in the same place. Every second spent doubting yourself or thinking maybe later is a second lost. The world does not wait for you. Every moment you delay is a moment when someone else moves forward. Successful people decide quickly, even if they make small mistakes. They act, they try, and they adjust as they go. Learning to make decisions is one of the fastest ways to grow, improve, and reach your goals. Indecision not only slows you down, it also creates stress. When you hesitate, your mind becomes full of what-ifs and doubts. You worry about making the wrong choice, and this fear can stop you completely. But here's the truth. Making a decision, even if it is imperfect, is always better than doing nothing. Every choice you make gives you experience. Even mistakes teach you something valuable. The people who succeed are not those who never fail. They are those who keep making decisions and moving forward, learning and improving with every step. To become decisive, you need to train your mind. Start small. Make simple decisions quickly in your daily life. Choose what to eat, what to do first, or what task to focus on. This builds confidence in your ability to decide. Then, apply this skill to bigger, more important areas of your life. Decide what your priorities are. Decide what you want to achieve this week, this month, or this year. Make clear choices about your career, your skills, your health, and your relationships. Decision-making also connects to learning English. Every time you choose to practice, to study a new word, or to speak, you are making a decision that moves you closer to fluency. Each choice you make builds your confidence and skill. Waiting for the perfect time to practice English will only delay your progress. The moment you decide to act, to speak, to write, to read in English every day, your learning will accelerate. Success in language, just like success in life, comes to those who act decisively and consistently. So remember, knowledge is powerful only when applied. Mastery requires continuous learning, and success belongs to the decisive. Make choices every day that bring you closer to your goals. Train your mind to act, to decide, and to persist. Take control of your life and your English learning journey. Every decision, every small action adds up. The more decisions you make confidently, the faster you grow, the stronger you become, and the closer you move to the life you dream of. The most successful people in the world know the power of making decisions quickly. They do not wait too long, and they trust themselves. They trust their instincts, their abilities, and they know that even if something goes wrong, they can figure out the solution. They do not need endless approval from others or constant reassurance that their choice is correct. They make a decision, take action, and adjust if needed. Look at the greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries in history. They did not wait for anyone's permission to follow their dreams. They did not spend months or years thinking about every small detail before starting. They acted with speed, courage, and confidence. Henry Ford is a great example. He completely changed the automobile industry because he made bold choices. He decided to take risks, to try new ideas, and to move forward even when others doubted him. Many times, success comes down to a single choice. Will you act or will you wait? The world does not reward people who wait for the perfect time. It rewards those who act, who make decisions, and who keep moving forward. The best people in any field do not waste time doubting themselves. They decide, commit, and work hard to execute their plans. Here is an important truth. You do not need to be perfect before you start. You do not need to know everything or have all the answers. You just need to begin. Most people think they need more information, more experience, or more certainty before taking action. But this is a misconception. Real clarity comes from action. When you start doing something, you learn what works and what does not. The more decisions you make, the stronger your instincts become. The more risks you take, the better you understand how to deal with uncertainty. Even a wrong decision is better than no decision at all. Every decision, even mistakes, teaches you something important and helps you grow. Think about your own life. How many times have you waited too long to make a choice and lost a good opportunity? How many moments of doubt have stopped you from reaching your goals? Now imagine if you decided, right now, to move forward with confidence. How far could you go if you trusted yourself completely? The best people do not waste time questioning every move. They take bold steps, they learn from their experiences, and they continue to grow. They do not wait for certainty, they create it. So, make your decision today. Stop overthinking and stop hesitating. Whatever dream, goal, or vision you have, commit to it. Step forward with confidence. Trust yourself. Take action. The world rewards those who move, those who act decisively, and those who keep improving every day. Remember, learning English works the same way. You cannot wait for the perfect moment to practice. Speak, read, write, and listen every day. Each action moves you closer to fluency, just like each decision moves you closer to your goals. Every step you take builds momentum, confidence, and success. Success belongs to those who make decisions, those who commit to their goals, and those who take action without waiting for permission or perfect conditions. Be that person, the one who chooses to act, and watch how your life begins to change step by step. 6. Persistence. Never give up. No one achieves great success without facing difficulties. The path to achievement is never smooth or easy. It is full of obstacles, failures, and challenges that are meant to test your patience, determination, and willpower. Every great winner in history, like Henry Ford and Thomas Edison, faced challenges that could have broken an ordinary person. But they did not stop. They refused to let failure control their lives, and that is what made them extraordinary. Failure is not the end of the road. It is a lesson, a stepping stone, and a necessary part of reaching success. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before he finally created the perfect light bulb. Henry Ford went bankrupt several times before he changed the automobile industry forever. Walt Disney was once told he lacked imagination. Yet none of these great people allowed failure to define them. They understood an important truth. As long as you keep moving forward, you never truly fail. One of the strongest examples of persistence comes from the 1930s during the Great Depression. Millions of people lost everything: jobs, homes, and businesses. It was a time of incredible suffering and hardship. But even in this crisis, there was opportunity. People who refused to quit, who adapted to the challenges, and who continued to work hard eventually became the next generation of millionaires. The Great Depression did not just destroy fortunes, it created them for those who kept moving forward. These people understood that tough times are temporary, but giving up is permanent. The lesson is simple and powerful. Success belongs to those who endure. When life knocks you down, you have two choices: stay down or rise again even stronger. The world does not reward those who give up. It rewards those who persist, those who continue to move forward no matter how difficult it seems. The most powerful mindset you can develop is to act as if losing is not an option. When you remove quitting from your choices, you force yourself to find solutions. You push through pain, doubt, and failures until success becomes the only possible outcome. Look at any self-made success story, and you will see the same pattern: persistence, resilience, and an unbreakable belief in oneself. Remember, learning English works the same way. If you practice every day, even when it feels hard, even when you make mistakes, you will improve. Every difficulty is just a step toward progress. Keep going, and soon you will notice your English improving faster than you expected. Each small step adds up to big results. The difference between people who succeed and people who do not is not just talent, intelligence, or luck. The real difference is persistence. It is the ability to keep moving forward even when everything seems difficult. It is the ability to see failure as a step on the way to success, not as a wall that stops you. Think about yourself. How many times have you stopped trying because things were too hard? How many dreams did you leave behind because the problems seemed too big? Now imagine if you had kept going. Imagine where you could be if you never gave up, if you continued despite every difficulty. You must train your mind to see challenges as opportunities to grow, not as barriers that block you. Every struggle teaches you something valuable. Every failure makes you stronger, smarter, and more ready for the success that is coming. When you face pain, when you feel doubt, when you feel like quitting, remind yourself, if you refuse to stop, you never truly fail. The only real failure is stopping before you finish. Everything else is learning, practice, and preparation. Success belongs to those who do not give up. The winners in the world are not people who never failed. They are people who never allowed failure to stop them. So make a choice today. Decide that no matter what happens, no matter how hard it gets, you will continue. Act as if losing is impossible. When quitting is not an option, success will come naturally. 7. Mastermind groups. Who you spend your time with is very important. One of the most powerful secrets of success is that the people around you will determine how far you can go. Nobody achieves great success alone. The most famous and successful people in history did not reach their goals by themselves. They built strong networks and powerful groups of people who supported them, gave them advice, and helped them grow. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. Their energy, ideas, and encouragement will help you reach your goals faster. Also, remember, practicing English is like building your own success network. Every new word, every new sentence you speak, every conversation you have brings you closer to mastery. Learning English is not just a skill, it is your tool for the future, a way to reach your dreams and connect with the world. So keep practicing, keep learning, and surround yourself with knowledge and people who support your growth. Your English skills, like persistence and good company, will help you open doors you never imagined. Imagine your English learning journey as part of this. Every conversation you have in English, every article you read, every video you watch is like joining a mastermind group for your mind. You are building skills, learning new ways to think, and practicing communication. You are training yourself to express your ideas clearly and confidently. The more you practice, the stronger your English becomes. This will give you more opportunities, more connections, and more freedom to achieve your goals. Learning English is not just a task. It is an investment in yourself, your future, and your success. Remember, you cannot reach your full potential alone. You need mentors, peers, and supportive people who challenge you. You also need to take action every day. Do not wait for someone to push you or for the perfect moment. Decide to act, to practice, and to learn consistently. Take small steps every day, and soon you will see big changes. Persistence, good company, and constant learning are your keys to success. And learning English is a very powerful part of that journey. It is your tool to communicate with the world, to connect with new opportunities, and to keep growing every day. Alliances and relationships are very important for success. The most successful people do not try to do everything alone. They build teams, groups, and connections with people who inspire them, challenge them, and help them grow. These groups are often called mastermind groups. A mastermind group is a team of people with similar goals and ambitions. They share ideas, give advice, and support each other. They push each other to work harder and think bigger. Being part of such a group helps you improve your skills, develop new strategies, and strengthen your mindset. When you spend time with ambitious and hardworking people, you start to think like them, act like them, and aim higher. Have you noticed how the people around you affect your habits, mindset, and dreams? If you spend most of your time with people who complain, make excuses, or accept mediocrity, you may slowly start doing the same. Your dreams become smaller and your motivation decreases. But if you surround yourself with people who think big, work hard, and always aim for excellence, you naturally rise to their level. History shows this clearly. Think of great innovators like Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, or other famous inventors. They were surrounded by people who challenged them, shared ideas, and helped each other improve. Even when they competed, they inspired one another to achieve more. Success is not only about working alone, it is also about using the power of connections. Your environment influences your mindset and your results. If you are around people who are lazy or satisfied with little, your goals will shrink to fit that. But if you are with people who aim high, their energy, habits, and determination will push you to achieve more than you thought possible. So, how do you build a strong network? How do you create connections that will help you grow? First, find people who inspire you, who have goals similar to yours, or who are already successful in the areas you want to grow. Then, spend time learning from them, sharing your ideas, and supporting each other. Learning English is a perfect example of this principle. By surrounding yourself with people who speak English well, who read in English, or who encourage you to practice, you improve faster. You see new ways of thinking, hear new words, and gain confidence. Every conversation, every article, every video you watch in English is like joining a mastermind group for your mind. You grow faster, you make fewer mistakes, and your English becomes part of who you are. The people and the environment you choose can make your learning faster and more enjoyable. That is why choosing the right circle is crucial for your success in life and in learning English. To build your own mastermind group, start by finding people who inspire you. Look for individuals who have already achieved what you want to achieve. Study their habits, listen to their advice, and learn from their experiences. If you cannot meet them in person, you can still learn from them through books, podcasts, videos, or online content. This way, you absorb their knowledge and use it to grow yourself. Next, you need to protect your mind from negative influences. You do not have to completely remove people from your life, but you must create space between yourself and those who bring you down. Avoid people who drain your energy, make you doubt yourself, or encourage you to think small. Your focus and motivation will be stronger if you distance yourself from negativity. The third step is to add value to the people around you. Great relationships are built on giving and mutual benefit. Ask yourself, what can I give to others? Offer help, encouragement, ideas, or support. When you help and uplift others, you naturally attract positive and successful people into your life. The more value you give, the stronger your network becomes. Lastly, hold yourself to a higher standard. If you want to be around great minds, you must operate at their level. Expect excellence from yourself, work on your growth every day, and never settle for average. Success is not just about talent or working hard. It is about putting yourself in an environment that encourages greatness. Surround yourself with people who think big, dream big, and act with purpose. They will push you forward and help you reach higher than you imagined. If you are surrounded by people who think small, your dreams will shrink. But if you are surrounded by people who aim high, your vision and possibilities will grow beyond limits. Always remember, the people around you either lift you up or hold you back. Choose carefully and surround yourself with those who make you better, stronger, and more ambitious. Learning English is also influenced by this principle. If you spend time with people who speak English well, who read, write, or practice regularly, you will improve much faster. Surrounding yourself with English learners or speakers who encourage you will help you practice more, gain confidence, and discover new words and expressions. Your environment can make learning English easier, more motivating, and more enjoyable. By choosing the right circle and practicing every day, your English skills will grow quickly, and your ability to communicate will become natural and strong. Confidence, belief, and success are all connected. When you believe in yourself and act with confidence, your life can change in ways you never imagined. The thoughts you think every day slowly build your reality. Most people do not understand how powerful their subconscious mind is. They allow negative thoughts, fear, and self-doubt to take control. They focus on problems instead of solutions, on failures instead of opportunities. Like weeds in a garden, these negative thoughts can take over and block any chance of success. But those who understand the subconscious mind take control of their thoughts. They plant positive beliefs and ideas in their mind every day. These thoughts create strong momentum and help them move forward in life. Every day, you should make a conscious effort to feed your mind with positive, motivating thoughts. This is not just to feel good. It is necessary if you want to succeed. The world around you is always influencing your mind. The news, social media, and even the people you spend time with can create fear, doubt, and limits in your thinking. If you do not control what enters your mind, negativity will take over naturally. So, what should you do? You need to become the guardian of your mind. Read books that inspire you and give you new ideas. Listen to motivational speeches that make you excited to act. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and challenge you to grow. Avoid those who bring you down. Successful people know this secret. They do not let negative thoughts control what they do. They do not waste time thinking about failures or past mistakes. Instead, they program their mind with thoughts of success, action, and victory. They imagine themselves achieving their goals and feeling the excitement of winning. This constant focus and belief make their actions stronger and more confident. Learning English works the same way. If you consistently feed your mind with English, read books, listen to podcasts, and speak with confidence, your skills will grow much faster. Surround yourself with people who practice English and motivate you to speak and learn more. When your mind is filled with English thoughts, you naturally improve your vocabulary, your speaking, and your understanding. Every day you practice English, you are planting seeds in your mind that will grow into fluency and confidence. The more you focus on it, the faster you will see results, and the more motivated you will become to continue learning. Resilience and confidence are very important for success. People who succeed often imagine their success before it really happens. They act as if success is already guaranteed because they understand an important truth. When the subconscious mind believes something, reality starts to follow that belief. Your subconscious mind cannot easily tell the difference between what is real and what you imagine. If you keep telling yourself every day that you are a winner, that you are unstoppable, and that success is coming, your mind will slowly start to believe it. Once your subconscious believes in your success, your actions, habits, and decisions will naturally match that belief. You will start to walk, talk, and think like a winner. You will notice opportunities that other people do not see. You will also see challenges differently and turn obstacles into stepping stones that help you grow. This is not magic. It is how the mind works. Many athletes use this technique to win championships. Entrepreneurs use it to build big companies. Leaders use it to inspire others. They all understand that the biggest battle happens in the mind before it happens in the real world. Now think about this. If you knew without any doubt that you would succeed, how would you act? Would you wait and think too much? Would you doubt yourself? Or would you move forward with complete confidence and energy? The answer is simple. When you truly believe in your success, you act in a stronger way. You make bolder decisions. You take smarter risks. You continue even when things get difficult. The future you want is being created by the thoughts you have today. Every thought is like a seed you plant in your mind. Will you allow fear, doubt, or worry to grow? Or will you take control and plant seeds of confidence, courage, and belief in yourself? The more you feed your mind with positive, powerful thoughts, the faster you will grow, not only in life, but also in learning new things, like English. When you believe you can improve your English and act every day to practice reading, speaking, and listening, your skills will grow much faster. Your mind will start to think in English, and learning will feel natural and exciting. From this moment on, you have a choice. You can decide to control your thoughts and plant seeds of confidence, determination, and success in your mind. Your thoughts are very powerful. Speak success into your life. Act as if your dreams are already real. Train your subconscious mind to expect greatness, and soon you will notice that your reality starts to match your beliefs. Every day, take a small action toward your goals. Even simple steps add up and create big results over time. This is true for everything, including learning English. If you tell yourself every day that you can improve your English, practice speaking, reading, and listening regularly, your mind will start to accept it. Slowly, you will think in English more naturally, and your confidence will grow. Now, let's look at an important lesson from history: the power of decisive action. During the 1930s, the world was in a very difficult situation. The Great Depression had destroyed economies, many businesses failed, and millions of people were struggling to survive. Fear and uncertainty were everywhere. Most people hesitated. They waited, afraid to take action, hoping for better conditions before trying anything. History shows a very clear truth. Those who took fast and decisive action during this time became successful, even in such hard circumstances. People who froze, who let fear control them, lost opportunities. They stayed in the same place, never improving their situation, because they were too afraid to take the risks needed to change their lives. But some people were different. The bold, the fearless, the ones who acted immediately saw the crisis as an opportunity. They made decisions, took risks, and worked hard. They ended up building fortunes while others stayed stuck in fear. These people understood that action is more important than waiting. They knew that success comes to those who move, not to those who hesitate. Think about this. In your own life, there will always be times of uncertainty. You might feel afraid or unsure, especially when learning something new like English. But the people who succeed are the ones who take action every day, who practice, who speak, who read, and who don't wait for the perfect time. Every small step you take moves you closer to your goals, and every action strengthens your belief in yourself. During the 1930s, while most people were afraid to act, some visionaries kept moving forward. Entrepreneurs and investors like Henry Ford, John D. Rockefeller, and Andrew Carnegie continued working toward their goals. They understood an important rule of success: fortune favors the bold. People who waited for the perfect moment were left behind, but those who acted, even when it was risky or uncertain, became successful and achieved greatness. The same idea applies today. Success is not for people who hesitate or wait for perfect conditions. It is for those who make bold decisions, take action, and refuse to let fear control them. The world does not reward those who do nothing. It rewards people who step forward with confidence, who try, and who persist despite challenges. So, what does this mean for you? It means that waiting is not an option. If you want to succeed, you must act as if success is already yours. You need to move with confidence, make decisions quickly, and adjust when things don't go perfectly. Hesitation can stop you from reaching your dreams, but bold action moves you forward. Many people fail, not because they do not have talent, but because they are afraid to act. They think too much, doubt themselves, and wait for the perfect moment. But winners know that no opportunity is ever perfect. There is always some risk, always something unknown. Success comes to those who act anyway. Look at the greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and athletes today. They don't wait. They take bold steps. They invest in themselves. They trust their instincts. They create opportunities where others see obstacles. They act with the belief that success is inevitable. Their confidence and action bring results. Now ask yourself, are you waiting for the right time? Are you letting fear hold you back? Every day you wait is a day you could be learning, practicing, and moving closer to your goals. Even small steps in English, like speaking, listening, reading, or writing, will add up and make you stronger. Acting now, even imperfectly, is better than waiting for everything to be perfect. The world rewards those who move. You can start today. If you want to succeed in life, you must act with courage. Every great achievement started with someone making a decision, taking action, and refusing to give up. Waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect moment, or waiting for everything to feel safe will never bring success. The right time is now. The right opportunity is the one you create. Even in learning English, this principle works the same way. You can study grammar, vocabulary, and listening skills all you want. But if you do not practice speaking, writing, or using English in real life, your progress will be slow. The most successful learners are those who act every day. They speak, they make mistakes, they try again, and they never stop. Every time you practice, you move closer to fluency. Every small action builds your confidence. Think about it. If you act as if success is inevitable, your mind will start to believe it. If you speak English every day, read every day, and listen every day, your skills will grow faster than you imagine. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation comes after action. Start small, start now, and build your habit. Remember, success is not only about talent or knowledge. It is about taking consistent, bold action. It is about refusing to let fear stop you. It is about learning from mistakes and continuing forward. You may fail sometimes, but each failure teaches you something important. Each time you try, you become stronger, smarter, and more prepared for the next challenge. Your journey to success in life and in English is about action. Decide today that you will move forward. Decide that you will act even when it is hard. Decide that you will speak, read, write, and listen to English every day. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Every step builds confidence. Every step proves that you are capable of more than you think. Take action now. Do not wait. Your dreams, your goals, and your success are waiting for you, but only if you start. The people who achieve greatness are not always the smartest or the luckiest. They are the ones who act, who persist, who never give up, and who train their minds to believe in their success. You can be that person too. Start today and keep moving forward. Continuous learning. The journey to success never ends. Even when you achieve a goal, there is always more to learn, more skills to develop, and more challenges to overcome. The people who reach the top understand that learning is a lifelong habit. They read books, watch lessons, listen to experts, and constantly expand their knowledge. They never stop improving, and that is what keeps them ahead of the competition. The same applies to learning English. Even if you can speak, understand, and write well, there is always room for improvement. You can learn new words, expressions, and idioms every day. You can improve your pronunciation, fluency, and listening skills. You can discover new topics and explore new cultures through the English language. Every day is an opportunity to become better, to expand your mind, and to grow. Think about it. The more you learn, the more confident you become. The more you practice, the more natural English feels. The more you apply what you learn, the faster you improve. Knowledge without practice is like having a tool but not using it. Action transforms knowledge into skill, and skill transforms into mastery. Mastery in English, like mastery in life, is not about being perfect. It is about persistence, practice, and patience. It is about making mistakes and learning from them. Every mistake is a lesson. Every small improvement is progress. Every day you dedicate to learning English is a step toward fluency, toward confidence, and toward new opportunities in life. So, decide today to commit to learning. Decide today to take action every day. Read in English, write in English, listen in English, and speak in English. Surround yourself with people who encourage you and challenge you to grow. Use every resource available to you, from books to podcasts, videos, and conversations. The more you expose yourself to English, the faster you will progress, and the more doors will open for you in your personal and professional life. Remember, learning English is not just about words and grammar. It is about opening your mind, connecting with the world, and creating opportunities. Every time you practice, every time you take action, you are investing in your future. You are building confidence, skills, and a mindset for success. Keep learning, keep acting, and never stop believing in yourself. The language you are learning is a key to a bigger world, and every day you dedicate to it brings you closer to your dreams. Success is not for people who wait or hesitate. It is for those who act. To win, you must make decisive action a habit. You must stop waiting for the perfect moment and stop doubting yourself. Train your mind to move forward even when the way is not clear. Success starts in the mind, but it grows through action. Act as if you cannot fail. Move as if success is already certain. When you do this, your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions start to match that belief. The world responds to people who refuse to wait. They create opportunities, attract resources, and open doors that others cannot see. Be one of these people. Take bold action. Make fearless moves. Watch how your life changes as you step forward with confidence. Fear is one of the biggest enemies of success. It can stop people from trying, destroy confidence, and trap them in ordinary lives. During hard times like the Great Depression, fear destroyed more dreams than failure itself. It was not only the economic collapse that caused problems, it was fear. Fear stopped people from acting, from adapting, from pushing forward when it mattered most. Fear is natural. It is part of our mind to protect us from danger. But in today's world, fear is often not about real danger. It becomes a mental barrier that stops people from reaching their potential. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of rejection. These are not real threats, but they can destroy your dreams, lower your confidence, and stop you from achieving anything big. The successful people, the ones who rise above difficulties, learn to turn fear into power. They do not let fear stop them. Instead, they use it. They understand that fear is a signal. They are moving out of their comfort zone, doing something important, something that can change their lives. Instead of running away, they take action. Think about it. Every success story has moments of fear. Entrepreneurs risk everything to start a business. Athletes feel nervous before stepping onto the field in front of thousands of people. Leaders make big decisions that could affect many lives. But what separates winners is that they do not let fear control them. They feel it, they acknowledge it, and then they move forward anyway. Learning English is the same. At first, it can feel scary to speak, to make mistakes, or to try new words. Fear may tell you to stay silent or not practice. But the people who succeed in learning a language feel the fear and act anyway. They practice every day, speak even when unsure, and turn mistakes into lessons. Every time you push past fear in English, you grow stronger, more confident, and closer to fluency. Fear is a sign that you are learning, growing, and improving. If you use it correctly, it will make you stronger, faster, and smarter. Let fear motivate you instead of stopping you. Step forward, speak English, make mistakes, and keep moving. The world responds to action, and the more you act despite fear, the more opportunities and progress you will create for yourself. In history, every successful person felt fear, but they acted anyway. They understood that courage is not about having no fear. Courage means moving forward even when you are afraid. So ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of failure, judgment, or rejection? That is good because it shows that you are on the right path. The things that scare you the most are often the things that can change your life in a big way. Fear is a signal. It shows you are stepping into something bigger than yourself. And that is exactly where you need to be to grow and succeed. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that they must eliminate fear before they can act. They wait until they feel ready, confident, or safe. But that moment almost never comes. Confidence is not something that appears automatically. Confidence is built through action. The only way to make fear smaller is to do the thing you are afraid of. When you take the first step, fear starts to lose its control. The more you act despite fear, the weaker it becomes. The difference between people who succeed and people who fail is simple. Successful people do what they fear. They do not let hesitation or discomfort stop them. They know that growth requires risk and stepping out of their comfort zone. Every time they feel fear, they remind themselves that fear is just a feeling. It creates illusions of failure. The only real failure is giving in to fear. History proves this many times. During the Great Depression, many people gave up because they let fear control them. But those who acted despite fear, who took risks, invested, and adapted, these were the people who built fortunes. Fear made most people retreat, but the fearless moved forward, and the world rewarded them for it. The same principle is true today. The world belongs to people who take action even when they are afraid. Those who refuse to let fear control them are the ones who achieve great things. They accept uncertainty. They move forward even when they do not know exactly what will happen. Every challenge, every new step, every mistake is a chance to learn and get stronger. Learning English works the same way. At first, speaking or writing in English can feel scary. You may worry about making mistakes, saying the wrong words, or not being understood. But every time you speak, read, or write, despite the fear, you get stronger. Your confidence grows, your vocabulary expands, and your fluency improves. Fear is a sign that you are learning something important. Use it as motivation to practice every day. Step forward in English, push past the fear, and watch yourself grow. The more you act despite fear, the faster your English skills will improve, and the closer you will get to your goals. They do not wait for the perfect moment, and they do not hesitate. They create their own opportunities. They understand that progress comes from action, not from waiting. Every step forward, even a small one, brings them closer to their goals. Every time they take action despite fear, they grow stronger and more capable. This lesson is very important for learning English too. Many people want to speak English perfectly before they start speaking. They wait until they feel ready. But the truth is, readiness comes through practice, not before it. You will make mistakes. You will sometimes say the wrong words. But each time you try, you get better. Each time you push past fear, you gain confidence. You learn new words, new grammar, and new ways to express yourself. Acting despite fear is the fastest way to improve. Think about it like training your mind and your skills at the same time. Fear shows that you are learning, and challenge shows that you are growing. The more you practice English every day, the more your fear will decrease. Speaking, listening, reading, and writing in English will become easier. You will feel more comfortable in conversations, more confident in understanding new words, and more capable of expressing your thoughts. Remember, every expert in English started where you are now. They felt fear, they made mistakes, and they kept going. They did not wait for the perfect moment to speak or write. They practiced every day. And that is why they became fluent. You can do the same. Use fear as a guide. Let it show you that you are pushing yourself. Take action every day, and your skills will grow faster than you think. Success in learning English, like success in life, belongs to those who act despite fear. Those who take risks, make mistakes, and keep moving forward are the ones who achieve fluency. Do not wait. Speak, read, and write in English now. Step forward and watch how your confidence and abilities grow every day. Remember, each action you take is a victory, and each victory brings you closer to your goal of mastering English. Your journey to success, whether in life or in learning English, is built step by step. Every choice you make, every action you take, adds to your progress. You cannot control everything around you, but you can control yourself, your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. Focus on what you can do today. Speak English, read English, listen to English, practice writing your thoughts in English. Each small step builds momentum, and soon you will notice big improvements. Think about the people who succeeded in history. They did not wait for the world to give them permission. They created their own path. The same is true for learning English. You cannot wait for the perfect teacher, the perfect book, or the perfect time. Start now, even if it feels difficult. Each day you act, you strengthen your skills and your confidence. Mistakes are part of learning. They are not failures. They are lessons that help you grow. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. If you start practicing English every day, even just a little, your speaking will become clearer, your listening sharper, and your vocabulary stronger. Each word you learn is a tool that opens a new door. Each conversation you have is a step forward, and just like in life, the people who keep going, even when it is hard, are the ones who reach their goals. So, take action today. Speak English even if it feels scary. Write in English even if your grammar is not perfect. Listen to English even if you don't understand everything. This is how fluency is built. Every step you take moves you closer to your dream. Keep going, keep believing in yourself, and remember, success is earned by action, not by waiting. You are capable of more than you think. The only thing standing between you and your English goals is your decision to start, your choice to act, and your willingness to keep going. Make the decision today. Act with confidence and never stop learning. Your journey is yours to create, and each day you take action, you grow stronger and closer to success. Thank you for joining this lesson. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and see you next time.